Hey everyone, my name is Jeff and I am a GDT hiker. Last summer I did section C to F and had a blast. This summer I was able to carve out enough time to do section G, and I thought I'd do a quick gear video for what I brought last year and this year. It's basically the same, couple of tweaks this year, just a little bit lighter, but this is my backpack. It's a Palante V2, which means it's the second version of their simple pack. It's a frameless DCF pack. I love it. For my hiking style, it's near perfect. It has a great bottom pocket, which I can stash my food in and eat as I walk. Nice Lycra mesh pockets on the shoulders. And it's just a no-nonsense, low-volume pack that's good for longer days and base weights, maybe up to 8 pounds, give or take, carries comfortably up to 20 pounds, maybe even up to 25 with a stashable hip belt, which just tucks in right here. Other than that, I'm just going to start going into what I bring on the trail and break it down one section at a time, starting with what I carry on the outside of the pack. Alright, so here's what I carry on the outside of my pack. Let's flip it over and start with the shoulder pockets. I always actually carry a harmonica. This is a 1 ounce harmonica. And I just love having it just for the joy of having an instrument with you. But also I find that, I think it probably helps alert the bears to my presence. So I do carry that. In the other pocket, I have a Garmin InReach Mini, self-explanatory. I love how that pairs with a smartphone. I got a little bottle of hand sanitizer just kind of hooked to the shoulder strap. On one side I have a 700 milliliter smart water bottle, light water, whatever, doesn't matter. And then a 1.5 liter Evernew water bladder. The combination of 700 ml and 1.5 liter seemed to work great for me. I found there to be tons of water on the GDT. I carry bear spray. I know some people choose not to. I carried it last year and I'm planning to carry it this year as well. I have a wife and I actually I had a close range bear encounter last year at about 5 meters just before Moose Pass. And yeah, they're out there, guys. So I feel much more at peace when I carry bear spray. This is my cook kit. Very simple. I cold soak. So this is a small peanut butter jar and a cut off bamboo spoon by Gossamer Gear. That's it on the outside. This here is all the stuff I carry in that big front pocket on the backpack. I just have an assortment of steaks in here in a little steak bag. Just MSR groundhog, some shepherd's hooks, and those small blue Eastons you get from Tarp Tent. I have a Tent Lab, poop trowel, deuce of spades, wet ones, toilet paper. This year I'm trying out, this is a Canadian version of the Aquamira drops, which I repackaged in those small mini Gossamer Gear dropper bottles. These are the Montbell Dynamo wind pants. This is a DIY Skaha quarter zip wind jacket, 2.1 ounces that a friend made for me, which I absolutely loved. And then Montbell chemise liner gloves, very durable, quite warm. Outdoor Research Ascendant beanie, and then Outdoor Research Active Ice. I think it's called an Uber tube, but basically it's the Outdoor Research version of the buff. So all that stuff I keep accessible on the outside of my pack. I found that as I was hiking, I was needing to layer up or take layers off, because the weather is pretty crazy on the GDT, and so having those options right in the pocket really seemed to help me out. And here's the rest of the stuff that's in the main compartment of my pack, starting from the top and just working my way down. This is the Enlightened Equipment Torrid Apex Synthetic Puffy. I love this thing. Got the lightest one. This thing was so warm. No nonsense. Stayed warm when it was wet. Did everything it was supposed to do. This is Just a bunch of weird little things. Some people call this a ditty bag. I have no idea what that even means. Petzl, Ultralight. It's an Aki dual port wall charger. I'm not going to bring that for section G because it's just one section, but I brought it for when I was doing multiple sections. Here's my sawed-off toothbrush, a little flosser, and toothpaste. This is a Jackery Mini. It's a 3,300 milliamp charger. They don't make these anymore, but you can get one by Anchor. It's similar. Leukotape on a straw. My med kit. That green goo from Gossamer Gear, some pills, Thermarest patch kit, a few extra water purification tabs, a little bit of tenacious tape for repairing my tarp or my gear, sterile non-stick gauze. You can use the Leukotape to bandage your wounds if you get one. Mini Bic. Micro USB, lightning to USB, sawed off comb, little mini titanium scissors, mini chapstick, Bronner's in a mini bottle, and then a few elastic bands. Those are handy. For my food, I use one large op sack, odor-proof sack. Right now there's just a whole bunch of dehydrated pinto beans in there just to hold some weight for when I'm doing my warm-up hikes. But yeah, that holds, that combined with a smaller op sack will get me as big as a 6-day food carry. And my shelter system is a 6 Moon Designs Gatewood cape with the Serenity net attached, and this doubles as my rain gear. Sleeping pad. It is a Thermarest Ultralight torso length. So I sleep with my food inside my backpack underneath my feet. And I find that Ultralight's, even though it's an R value of I think 2.2, I was down to -6 Celsius one night and I wasn't cold from the bottom. So sleep socks, just cheapo. Here's the string attachments for my pad, for my quilt. And then this is the Big Sky Dream Sleeper inflatable pillow. It's amazing actually. Super comfortable. Cradles your neck really nice. Just put a buff around it at night and use it as a pillowcase, a couple of earplugs. And then my quilt is a Katabatic Gear Flex 22 with 1 ounce overstuffed. Because Canada. Just one more thing about the pack is I do line my backpack with one of those Lightsmith Nyla Flume bags. I mean, my Gatewood cape does cover the backpack in the rain, but for stream crossings, I think it's a good idea to have a backup to make sure that your quilt stays dry. Better safe than sorry. And this is what I hike in just a normal day. I have a Sunday afternoons. I think it's called an adventure hat, wide brim. It's got a back section for covering your neck. That combined with this Columbia Silver Ridge long sleeve shirt enables me to not take any sunscreen. I just hate dealing with sunscreen on the trail. You're hot, you're sweaty, you're trying to remember to reapply it. I don't like it. You're oily, and this enables me to not deal with sunscreen, which is great. This hat also, the brim has a crease and it collapses and folds down really small, so it's easy to fit inside your pack. In my front pocket, I always keep my bug head net. This is Sea to Summit with the insect shield. Works great. For those of you wondering, will I use one of these? Yeah, you will. I use this every day, guaranteed. I usually have my cell phone in this pocket, which I'm filming with. What else here? Just cheapo shades. Keep those in my pocket when I don't need them. These are Nike Challenger 5-inch inseam quick dry shorts, no underwear. The famous Gossamer Gear LT4 trekking pole, man, nothing but good things to say about that. And these shoes are the Ultra Timp 1.5s, but I also use the Ultra 4.0, the Lone Peak 4.0s, and they're both awesome. For socks, I use whatever. I think these are darn tough. I've used Injinji. Last year I used Injinji through the whole trail. They're great too. I use Walmart gold toe nylon dress socks, just whatever I'm feeling. But that's all the stuff that I hike in. Thanks for watching, you guys. Hope that was helpful. If you have any questions about any of the selections I made and why, or something that I didn't bring that you're wondering why I didn't bring, you can just leave a question below. I'll be happy to answer that. This is all the gear that I will be bringing on the Great Divide Trail. And if you're someone who is considering hiking the GDT, do it. It is mind-blowing. It is my favorite trail. This setup just weighs in just below 8 pounds, 7.8 pounds. That's including the bear spray and the tech and stuff like that. But this would also be a great kit for anywhere where you're in grizzly country, that kind of thing. So if you're someone who needs some help lowering their base weight and you're wanting to enjoy lighter and more immersive outdoor adventures, I'll also leave a link below to my company, Forest Floor Gear Consulting, and love to chat with you about that. Thanks again for watching. Cheers.